I've been married for a year to my husband, and I'm still a virgin. I recently found out why. My husband and I got married in February of last year. We had been dating for 4 years prior to getting married. During that time, we hadn't been intimate or anything close to it. We'd kissed, cuddled, and done things like that, but nothing more. He told me he was waiting for marriage, which was fine with me. I was happy with that because I had always known we'd get married. Fast forward to the wedding day, and I was about to explode from excitement. Firstly, I was marrying the man of my dreams. Secondly, we were finally going to be intimate. The wedding itself was really nice. It was a pretty basic ceremony in a small chapel with only close family followed by a meal in his parents' house. We then went back to my husband's house, and I was ready for it, but he said he was too tired after a long day. No problem, I thought. What's one more day? The next morning, I woke up, and he had already gone out. I had no idea what time he left, and there was just a note on the fridge saying he was at his parents' house. This detail is important for later. That was almost a year ago. Every time I've tried to discuss the subject, he's either been too tired, upset, not in the mood, or had some variation of these excuses. At one point, he accused me of being obsessed with intimacy because I used to ask about it most days. I've taken him on many romantic date nights, but as soon as intimacy was mentioned, he became put off because he believed it should be spontaneous. So I tried spontaneously engaging, but he accused me. Over the years, I had grown closer to one of his friends, and we went out for coffee one week. After some chit-chatting, he asked how the bedroom life was going. When I confessed that we had never done anything, he was really shocked. I thought, who wouldn't be shocked about a married couple where they were both still virgins? But, no, he was shocked because his friend, my husband, had been incredibly promiscuous before he met me. According to the friend, he used to have all sorts of intimate experiences with various people. He estimated at least 14 lovers that he knew about. This left me even more confused. I wondered if I was just undesirable and why he had married me if I wasn't attractive enough for him. After talking some more to his friend, he suggested I sit down and have a serious conversation with my husband. Fast forward, and I finally sat down with my husband last Sunday after he spent the night at his parents' house the day before. You'll later understand why this matters. At first, he was completely unreceptive, but I asked him to listen and let me talk without interrupting. He agreed. I talked to him calmly, telling him that I wanted to love him in every way possible. I told him that I married him because I loved all of him and that I wanted to know what was going on with him. I mentioned that I knew about how active he was in the past and wanted to know why those people could be with him wholly, but I couldn't. My talk lasted for almost an hour, and he listened without interrupting. As I talked, he started crying. He didn't sob or break down. Instead, he was quiet, and tears rolled down his cheeks. This honestly made something inside me break, and I began crying too. I rarely cry. After I finished talking, we sat and looked at each other for some time. I could see that he was thinking. He just silently shook his head. At that moment, things nearly fell apart, and I asked if he wanted me to contact a solicitor on Monday to begin divorce proceedings. He fully broke down then. He cried so hard, sobbing that he ended up as a ball on the floor. This shocked me. I had never seen him like that before. I don't remember doing it, but I ended up on the floor cuddling him while he cried. And then the dam broke. That's when he finally confessed something that broke my heart.